Welcome to Black Liberty Podcast. Appreciate you tuning in. First things first, hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, whatever you choose. Either way it goes, it's all love. Let's just get straight into it. Breaking news today, our new president of the United States of America will be Joe Biden. Our new vice president and first woman vice president, first African American woman, Kamala Harris. Congratulations to you both. Whether you support them or not, it was a fair election. No matter what said, the votes were counted, and we know who the winner is. So we pray for safety of everybody in the country, and we hope everybody can get through the rough times and get through this transition of power. Everybody stay safe. First things first, stay safe. But today's topic, we're going to get straight into this. Today's topic is going to be patriotism. Patriotism, the quality of being patriotic, vigorous support for one's country. There's another definition I also want to read about patriotism. Patriotism, or national pride, is the feeling of love, devotion, and a sense of attachment to a homeland and alliance with other citizens who share the same sentiment. This attachment can be a combination of many different things relating to one's own homeland, including ethnic, cultural, political, or historical aspects. It encompasses a set of concepts closely related to nationalism. Leave in a comment below what you believe patriotism is. Leave me your ear for the next 20 minutes and we'll get through this together, okay? First thing I want to do is start off by telling you what patriotism is not. Patriotism is not you believing that you're superior simply because that's what you've been told. Patriotism is not, this is what I believe, so you have to follow me and do what I say. That's not patriotism. Patriotism does not belong to one person in this country. It does not belong to one ethnic group in this country. Patriotism belongs to all Americans in this country. It doesn't matter what your religious beliefs are. It doesn't matter what ethnic group you run with. It doesn't matter what group of people you run with, period. Patriotism does not belong to just one type of people, okay? Everybody in this country loves this country regardless of the good and the bad, especially if you were born here. So at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to each other to help each other grow and make this country better. Whether you agree or disagree with your neighbor, this is everybody's country. It belongs to everyone. So where do we go from here? Patriotism is a love of this country. Patriotism is the right and the freedom to defend the country, but it's also a right and a freedom to stand up for what's right and stand up against injustices. Patriotism is a right and freedom to choose what you believe. Whatever your religion is, as a patriot of this country, I have that right and that freedom to believe what I want to believe and not try to push that on everybody. See, we have an issue and we have a problem with people with certain ideologies that believe I'm more of a patriot because my ideology fits more of the narrative of what this country says it should, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, you could be a Buddhist, you could be a Christian, you could be an atheist. It does not matter. At the end of the day, you're a patriot just like me because we both have a love and a passion for this country and want to see it do great things. That's patriotism. The blood, sweat, and tears that our people have pushed, the inventions, the time and the effort that has been put into this country to build this country from the ground up. My history is my patriotism. My love is my patriotism. I choose to follow truth. I choose to follow love. I choose to do everything that I can to make this country great, to make things better, to always stand up and do the right thing. That's patriotism. Not, I believe what I believe, and because you don't believe what I believe, I'm better than you. So you need to do what I say. No, 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 no. That's not patriotism. The real patriots of this country are the ones that say, hey, unify. Come together and stand for what's right. Let's come together in love. No matter what your background is, no matter what your religious preference is, no matter what walk of life you come from, or whatever walk of life you are currently on. As a patriot of this country, I want to see it do better. I want to make it right. We've come a long way and we still have a long way to go. And the changes that we want to see won't happen until we come together and unify with each other. That's patriotism. That love, not just for the country, but that love for the people in this country. That respect for the people in this country. I love my neighbors regardless of what their beliefs are. Regardless of what their whatever political side that they're on. That's what being a patriot is about in this country. Patriotism is not hate. It's not screwing over the next person. It's about uplifting those who need help. It's about taking care of those around you, even if it's your last. Because you never want to see anybody hurt or struggling. We all go through our battles. We all have our own issues that we deal with. But it's our responsibility as citizens of this country to stand up and say, hey, they need help. We're going to go help them. Doesn't matter what they look like or what they believe. They're here on this land just like me. They need to know the truth just like I do. They need to be told the truth just like I was told the truth. And I choose to do that because I love this country. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. Patriotism is the love of this country, but it's also the love of the people of this country. And patriotism doesn't necessarily just have to be your country. That's worldwide. People that live in other countries are patriots of that country. Because they have a love of where they're from. My people's history is embedded deep inside this country. The very foundation holds the blood, sweat, and tears that my people had to go through in order to build this country up for free. I respect it. I love that. I may not love how it was done, but the fact that it was done and I can speak the truth and I know where my people come from and I know what my people have contributed to this country makes me a patriot. Because I choose to welcome my neighbor, not turn them away because they have differences. I choose to help people get a better understanding of who we are as citizens of this country. Not turn them away. It's my responsibility to always speak the truth. It's our responsibility to always come together. We may disagree. Billions and billions of people in this country, we may disagree. We will disagree. But it's a choice that you make. Will I continue to just simply disagree and not and put up a wall and not gain an understanding of what somebody with a different perspective, a different worldview is trying to get me to understand? Or do I open up my mind and try to learn what I can from this person because I don't know what they can teach me? So the question of the day is, are you a patriot? And what makes you a patriot? We all have different definitions of it. That doesn't make us any less of a patriot because our definition is different. But can we come together as one? Can we be unified? Can we respect how people feel and what they're going through and what they're dealing with? That's patriotism. That's what being a patriot is about. I may not walk in your shoes, but let me stand and fight for this cause with you. Because I stand up for truth. I stand up for what's right. And I love my country. I love my people. That's what makes me a patriot. I walk with honor. I walk in justice. And when I see injustices happening in this country, I stand up and fight against it with these people. It does not matter. Police are killing unarmed people of color in this country. I stand and I fight with them. People are being mistreated in this country. I stand and I defend them because they have a right to be here just like me. That's patriotism. That's who we are. That's who we're supposed to be. But the question is, will you choose to be that way? Or will you continue to live your life full of hate, but yet calling yourself a patriot? It doesn't work that way. You can't hate somebody for simply being who they are and call yourself a patriot. Yes, you have every right to believe what you want to believe, like I said in the beginning. You have every right to have your own ideologies of what you think truth is. But you also have to understand that when it comes to this country, you have to respect all walks of life. But you also have to understand that people have a right to protest the injustices in this country. People have a right to say, this is what I believe, this is what I choose to believe. But at the end of the day, I respect what other people believe, even if I disagree with it. But everything that you do, you must do in love. I disagree with what it is you're saying, but I still love you. I'm not going to treat you anything less than a human. That's being a patriot. Taking care of our people. Taking care of our own. But also having our arms open and our hearts open to other people, to other races, to other ideologies. having our hearts open to just sit down and listen and have a conversation, because you never know what people need. Some people just need to sit down and talk and get out how they're feeling. But also being a patriot is understanding the history and why people are protesting and fighting right now. Just to be heard. In everything that you do, it must be done in truth, honor, respect, and love. That's being a patriot. And nobody can tell you different. And if they try, they're a liar. And they cannot claim the term of being a patriot. They can't do it. They can't say they love this country but hate the people in it. They can't say, I love this country, but I don't like you, or you. Simply because your beliefs don't match up with mine. That's not being a patriot. So, as we continue to grow as a country and we continue to grow as a people, let's grow together. Let's be unified in everything that we do. Let's love each other. Let's come to the table and eat together. Let's break bread together. Let's learn from each other. But make sure what you're learning is truth. What you're being told is truth. I can't call myself a patriot and feed you lies. I can't say I love this country and I love these people, but yet I feed you lies. And I sugarcoat history. No, I can't do it. Everything that I do must be done in faith. It must be done in truth. It must be done in honor. It must be done in love. It must be done in respect. Because I call myself a patriot of this country. So let's continue to grow together. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Continue to show your love and your support. That's going to help us grow as we get better on the podcast. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you think patriotism is. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, I would love to know. I would love to have the open discussion about it. Any topics or anything that you would like to hear me talk about, go ahead and drop it in the inbox or just leave it in the comments. We'll be dropping a new video every Sunday, every Saturday or Sunday. But continue to love, continue to grow, and just be at one and be at peace with each other as we grow as a nation, as we grow as a people, as we grow as a world. I love everybody. This is Black Liberty. Y'all be blessed.